I feel like I need to block everything out and stay focused on my goals. Take over the globe.
In a different mind state. I'm playing for keys like in the streets, I want it my way. Hey, fuck that state, we eating beef, we know that crime pay. They say we dogs and every dog gon' have his dying day. Rockin' that demon SRT, that big and sideways.
Please don't kill me because I haven't made a video in a very long time, but we're back at it with yet another video, and today is the first video of the season. We haven't had a race in months, obviously because it's been winter in Michigan, but today we're gonna be taking the G80 out and racing it against a very fast car. Now the only thing is that that car is stock, but I'm not, which is why we're here at the pump, because we're gonna be putting some E85 in the G80. Now the G80 isn't on full E85, so it's not one of those fast G80s you guys see on the internet. This thing is only running on E30. And how it works is that I can only run 30% E85. The rest has to be 93. Now I'm gonna go on my JB4 app and click on a different map. Right now I'm in map 2, which is basically 93 plus. I could do the map 4, which is E30, or I could do my custom map, which is map 7. That's my kill map, which means that's the fastest this car will be. And now I just start the car and I'm on map 7, just like that. It's super easy with these Beamers. I mean, you just go on an app and change the map. Using my Fuel It app, I can know the exact ethanol content that's in the tank right now, and after putting that little E85 in the car, I'm at E27, which is pretty close to E30. And here's the car we're gonna be racing. A C8 Stingray. Even though the C8 is stock, it still makes 490 horsepower and it only weighs 3,400 pounds. So it weighs 700 pounds less than the G80. The G80 is at 4,100 pounds. It makes about 500 horsepower the way it sits. So yes, I do make a little more horsepower than the C8, but the C8 weighs way less than me, which is gonna be a problem for me. The only advantage I have is that the G80 is an X-Drive, so it's all-wheel drive, and the C8 is rear-wheel drive, but the engine is in the back, which helps it with traction because you have a lot of weight here that's weighing the rear tires, and well, he's obviously gonna get better traction than if the motor was in the front. So he has that going for him, but I probably will still not spin as much as him because I am all-wheel drive. So this is gonna go down. G80 versus C8. Let me know, who do you guys think is gonna take the W? On paper, the C8 should win. It weighs 700 pounds less, and I don't make that much more horsepower than the C8. So if I was making like 200 horsepower more than the C8, then the weight wouldn't matter. But in this case, super close in horsepower, but he weighs way less than me. Before we race, I gotta do this. So right now the car is running on, I believe, E27, E29, E28. It keeps going back and forth. Let me show you guys. So yeah, E28, which is pretty good. It's really close to E30. My map 7 is a kill map, which my tuner told me you have to be on E30 and more. So you could be on like E32, E33. It's a custom map, and I really don't want to risk it. I feel like if I run it while I'm only on E28, then I might run into an issue. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but for this race, I'm gonna just basically go on map 4 just to play it safe. So I will show you. Right now we are on map 7. We're gonna go on, well, not map 4. We're gonna go on map 4. Map 4 is the map that I think would be good for this race. So it should put me at about 500-ish horsepower, like 520. Right around there. Yeah, about 520, maybe 510. My map 7 is the one that puts me closer to like 600-ish. So we're not gonna go on that just because we don't have enough E in the car. So I just wanna play it safe. It's the first race of the season. I don't want anything to go wrong. Like we stayed pretty close to each other after the 60 foot. I just took off on him. RPMs, which is why he jumped out on me. He launched it really good on that one. I had to play catch up, but I believe like, I don't know, just before the 8th, I started creeping up and just passed him. But that was a really good race.
I got him in the beginning, and then he comes back like a 7.
Again, we jump out together. He has me by a little bit. I catch up and get him up top. But really good races. Honestly, way better than I expected. And for that being stock, I'm very impressed. But again, that's where the weight difference plays a big role in this race. I told you, 700 pounds lighter than me. Also, I'm only on map 4. So if I'm on map 7, it'd be probably, honestly, the same outcome because I'll probably spin even more off the dig. So it's good that I'm in this map because I don't have too much power, because more power doesn't always mean you're faster. It's like 50 degrees right now, so we're fighting against the weather, both of us. Even though I'm X-Drive, I don't think it's 50-50. I believe it's like 70-30, where 70% of the power is in the rear. I don't know how exactly it works with Beamers. I know with Trackhawk, in track mode, you're 70-30, and then you could change it with a different mode. But really good race. I'm curious to know what he thinks of those races.
It was fun. That was a fair race. And then he got me. Slows down.
And just like that, you guys just witnessed a G80 versus a C8 Stingray. Charbel, talk to us. What do you think now that you know that the C8 took the L? Because, hey, before we came here, he said he was thinking of buying a C8, but depending on who was going to win this race, he was going to make his decision. So what's your decision?
I'm still going with the C8 just because of the look.
Okay, because so you think the C8 looks better than the G80?
Much better, yes.
Okay, it's a preference. It's a personal preference. What do you think of this race, honestly? Did you think it was gonna be close or a blowout before coming here?
In the beginning, I thought I would get it.
You thought you were gonna win? Okay.
In the beginning, no.
No. I'm saying before you even showed up to today. What'd you think? Like, what'd you?
You would. I knew you would catch up.
Yeah.
I know it's my car. I know how it works.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not the best,
But no, that was good for you. Not racing as much as I do. You did pretty good.
Yeah, I don't race.
No, that was good. I can't wait until you get yours, and then you guys can race.
No, we're not doing that.
Yes, we
We'll race you with my next car.
He's gonna sell it by the time you get it.
The next one, we're gonna
about to be
No,
twinning.
No.
Hey, Francis hates the fact that he's about to get a C8, so he's gonna sell his.
I'm selling mine. We gotta upgrade.
We'll just give it away to one of our viewers.
And I can't afford the new one. The new one's pretty expensive.
Hey, I'm really curious to see what would happen off a roll. What do you think?
Off what?
Like a roll, like a 60 roll, 50 roll.
60 will kill me.
Really? What's your favorite roll?
30.
30? That's so low.
I don't slip. I won't slip.
Okay, you're not gonna slip with the higher rolls either.
It doesn't have that much power.
No. Okay, we'll do 40 then. Let's do 40. We'll do in the middle. We'll do 40 just to finish it off. What do you think? Who's gonna win the roll?
G80.
The G80. Okay, well that's good, bro. I'm actually very surprised that the C8 outlaunched the G80 with this current weather conditions. Believe it or not, I'm all-wheel drive and he's rear-wheel drive, but the traction system in this car is so good that we literally spun the same exact amount, but mine is all-wheel drive and his is rear-wheel drive. I've owned the G80 for a little over a year, and I still don't think we had as many races as I would have wanted to. You know, with every car that I buy, I like to race it as much as possible. I think the most races I've ever had in a car was my Mustang GT. That was the funnest, and that was because it was a lower horsepower car, so it was easier to find races. And I think I've had a total of like 150 different cars I've raced with that car. I at least have 200 racing videos with that car. And then with the higher horsepower cars, I was not able to get as many races just because, a lot more people have cars in the 500 horsepower range than like the 900 or 1,000. So hopefully this summer I'm able to get more races with the G80. I think it's at a perfect power level to get more races. on him once the turbo's kicked in, but hey, for naturally aspirated, that Corvette moves. We made a quick stop at the Ford dealership and look what they got. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna show you guys these. Look how sick these trucks are. We got a bunch of Shelby trucks, and I love that the Shelby trucks come in two different options. You have the lifted Shelby truck, and then you have the lowered Shelby truck that looks a lot more sportier than this. So this is for like the off-road look, and then this is for the sportier look. Look how cool they are. Wow. Look at this hood. That is so beautiful. Not really a fan of black cars, but this looks so mean. I wish they had Brembos. I don't really like these plain brakes they have. It says Super Snake right here, and it's going for retail. I wonder how much that is. You also have the Roush truck. I love Ford because they do things like this. You have a Shelby truck, and then you have a Roush truck. You just have so many options. And this one comes with these wheels. And then it says Roush right here with the Roush exhaust. Yeah, this thing is pretty cool. Let's see how much it's going for. And it's actually signed by someone. I think maybe the owner of Roush. This one's going for $56,000, which isn't bad. I wonder if it has a 5.0 in there or has a different motor. I'm not sure. You have the Super Duty Roush, and then the Roush up here lights up. That's pretty cool. Then you have the white Shelby truck. You have a gray Shelby truck. You have a Raptor, not an R, so it's a V6. And I almost forgot to mention that the Shelby truck comes with 785 horsepower, so it's way faster than the TRX. Obviously, they're two different trucks, but if you are looking for a performance truck that you want to race, this is your best bet. It's set up for racing, and it also looks like a race truck. It's not lifted. It doesn't have off-roading tires, so if you are looking for a truck to race, I would definitely recommend this. Now, the only thing I hate about this truck, and I always mention it, is that it does not have paddle shifters. Like, that is the stupidest thing ever. How can you have a truck like this with 785 horsepower and not have paddle shifters? Look at that. No paddle shifters. They gotta do something about it. I think this is a 5.0 supercharged V8. I know it's a V8. I know it's supercharged because it says it right here. I just don't know if it has a 5.0 or I don't know, like a 5.2 or a 5.3. I don't know. But no paddle shift is just, it's kind of embarrassing, okay? So they gotta figure it out. If I was to choose one, I would probably choose the white one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But now, we're gonna jump in our slow cars and go home.